Hi guys. Hope you had a good trading week. So I want to show some charts that I'm looking at for the coming week, and hope they play out well. So starting with GC. So I expect these liquidities to be taken out. If they do, then there would be a likely buy from here. And if it comes down and takes out these liquidities here, then I'm expecting a buy up from here or from here. But I would prefer the second zone. This is where I would prefer to buy from. So AJ, last week I marked out this zone as a possible reversal zone after taking out these liquidities here. So it came, took out these liquidities here, all these liquidities here, took them out, went to the zone. First it came here, and then it dropped. It dropped about 68 pips, and then it went back to the zone, and then it sold off huge. So here, if you refine to 15 minutes, no, to let's 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, this is the zone from here, 30 minutes, this swing point here. After taking out these liquidities, fill this gap, and went to the zone here. It fell. Yeah, that is this zone. That's when it sold big, and then it came down to take out these liquidities here. All these liquidities. After taking them out, it came to this zone and bought for a while. So what I'm expecting, or what I would like to see rather, is if it comes to take out these liquidities here, goes into the zone here, and gives me a valid sell pattern, I would sell from here. It may also go up, give maybe another liquidity area here, and then if it does that, that would coincide. That will coincide with this liquidity area already existing. If it does that and comes here, I will sell from here. I would sell from here. TJ, yeah, I marked out this zone for a possible sell area. It came and it's been dancing around. There it dropped about 120 pips here. So one might have caught a trade here that gave at least 1:1 ratio. But now where it is now, this is a liquidity area. This line here. So if it goes, takes out this liquidity and comes into this zone, I would sell from here. If it comes to the second zone also and gives a good sell pattern, valid sell pattern, I will sell from there. However, I would prefer to sell from the second zone, this zone. So CJ, yeah, we have got 3 liquidity areas here. 1, 2, 3. If it goes up, takes them out, and gives a valid sell pattern here, that would be my sell here. Here I marked this area for a possible buy zone after taking out these liquidities. After taking out these liquidities, which it did, came here, went a bit below, wicked it, and then bought up. Got up for almost 300 pips that it bought up here. I also marked this zone here for a sell area, for a possible sell after taking out these liquidities here. So when it came out and took out these liquidities, got here, so it has dropped about 130 pips, 129 pips from there. So at the moment there is I don't see any trade yet, except I perceive a possible continuation of this sell, but there is I don't see any other entry here. So as the week runs by, I hope to see it create some liquidity areas on the H1 that would indicate where we could buy or sell from. So EN, yeah, I think I expected a buy up from here. It didn't hold. Rather, it came here and bought from here, which is also a valid buy from here. So I would expect a sell if it comes to this area. I will expect a sell. If it comes to this second area, I will also expect to sell, provided I get a valid sell pattern. NJ, yeah, NJ, I am marked here for a possible sell after taking out these liquidities. I think I did it on the, and the 30 minutes chart. That's where I refined to 30 minutes to get that zone. Yeah, but it had to wick it. It went up with a wick, closed inside, and on the whole it gave like 75 pips or thereabouts. So with this now, if I see it come here, this area, and gives a good sell pattern, that would be my sell here. Yeah, and if it also comes here, I would expect to get a sell, a valid buy pattern here. And if it lifts there and comes to this area, I also would expect a valid buy pattern, whichever one that happens. Good. So for EU, if it comes to this zone, this zone, after taking out this area of liquidity here, if it clears this liquidity area here, comes to this zone, I'll look out for a possible buy pattern on the 5 minutes, preferably. Here is an area of liquidity here. It has taken it out on the FJ, CADJPY. If it comes to this zone, I will look out for a possible buy pattern on this zone. GA, yes, so GA, I expected a buy, a sell from here, from this zone. After taking out these liquidities, but it didn't sell much, only dropped to about 90 something pips. Yeah, but if someone's selling it, it's most likely the person would have gotten a 1:2 or 1:1 trade here, depending. Yeah, if someone entered here, stop loss about 40 pips stop loss, it would have gotten about 45 pips, 50 pips. And if they placed a pending order on this area for a possible closure of this gap here, stop loss would have been around 30 pips and would have been 60 something pips. That's 1:2. So what I'm expecting now is for it to get to this zone. This zone here, and give a good sell pattern, or here the second one and give a valid sell pattern, whichever one or however I prefer to sell from the second zone. GBP USD, so it came here to my zone last week and bought from here after taking these liquidities, after clearing them, got to this zone, filled this little gap here and bought. AF came here, cleared these liquidities here, came to this zone where I marked and bought from there. So this week I'm expecting an up move. I would like to see an up move, take out all these liquidities here, and then give me a valid sell pattern from this, in this area where I can sell from. UC, so for UC, it's already gave area of liquidity around here. Gave an area of liquidity around here. This scenario of liquidity, he takes them out, comes to this zone, and gives a good or valid sell pattern. That would be my sell. Euro GBP has been building up liquidity around this area for more than a week now. It's been building up liquidity around here. So I expect it to trade into this zone here, give a valid buy pattern, and I will buy. And if it comes to the second one, this zone, and does that and gives a valid buy pattern, that will also be a good buy. AUD USD, nothing reasonable here really, so we jump. This is ZD CHF. I was expecting a sell from this area, but that did not materialize. The second area I was expecting a sell from is this area. It's got there, wicked it, and then I think dropped about 50 pips. EJ, whichever way it fits, takes out these liquidities here and comes into the zone and gives a valid buy pattern on the M5. I'll buy. If it takes all these liquidities above and trades into the zone here, and gives us a valid sell pattern, I would sell whichever one that happens. I marked out the zone for a buy, expecting the market to clear these liquidities here. Which it did. Came to this zone, filled this little gap here, and bought. So the next, this movement here has created a liquidity here. This has become an area of liquidity, this equal low. So if the market comes to this zone, anywhere around this zone, and gives a valid buy pattern, that will be my buy, that will be my trade. EN, yes, I marked this here for a buy after taking out these liquidities here, playing around here. The market took out these liquidities. It also took out these liquidities here as well, tapped this area, and that was the buy. I'm no longer looking for a buy here anymore. What I would like to see is for it to come to this zone and give me a sell, a valid sell after taking out all these liquidities. After clearing these liquidities. CF, I expect these liquidities to be taken out, this one and this one, and the market goes into this zone, and with a valid sell pattern on the M5, I would sell. And finally, GBPCAD, HF. I expect to see a takeout of these liquidities, which has already started, and then trade into this zone, or the second one, which is this, and give a good sell pattern, valid sell pattern, and I will sell from there. Yeah, I prefer the second zone, which is this one. Yeah, remember, sell or buy pattern or entry pattern would be an M or W on the M5 with a break of neckline. All right, see you next week or around the midweek, depending on how the market goes. I may upload another video. For this one, I expect you to look at the charts, go to your charts, mark them out, and see how they play out. Also, I would like you to subscribe, and if you have anything you want me to look at market-wise, yeah, drop me a comment on the comment section. Ask your questions or whatever you want me to make your suggestions. Also subscribe so that you don't miss out on my uploads. You have a great week. Bye for now.